At any moment, a crippling earthquake could rock the west coast of the United States and Canada, sending California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia into a state of crisis. This earthquake is going to be the result of an extremely deadly fault line called the San Andreas Fault. An earthquake occurs at a fault line, which is simply a crack in the Earth's crust where two plates lie next to each other. These two plates then grind together, causing seismic waves, which are sent off in many different directions because of the focus point, which is basically the middle. This earthquake, however, has been in the making for thousands and thousands of years and is therefore called the sleeping giant. One of the main problems that arise with the threat of this earthquake is the threat of a serious tsunami that could take out the west coast. The San Andreas Fault line runs from the northern portion of Mexico all the way up to lower British Columbia, Canada. Although the fault does not directly run into the water, it has many different fractures in it that can cause just as big of waves. There have been many earthquakes, big and small, that have been happening in Canada, Alaska, west coast of California, and Oregon just recently. And over winter break, I was actually at home in Vancouver, and we were hit by a 4.9 level earthquake that sent everyone into a state of panic, as we all know very well that this is only a small taste of what's to come. Growing up, we did earthquake drills in elementary school every month in preparation for this catastrophic event. We would always be told to get under our desk, hold the back of our head, and count to 60. At this point, our teacher would either tell us to come out from under our desks or to stay under and prepare for aftershocks, as we would in a real earthquake. However, this always seemed like a joke to us at the time because our principal would be crumpling paper over the speakers and everyone would just think of it as this crazy event. However, when I was at home over winter break, we experienced a 4.9 level earthquake, as I just said, and everyone lost all sense of what to do. My sisters and I ran into our parents' room. We sat there until this earthquake was over, which is completely wrong. And, this is just exactly what we need to be preparing for as Pacific Northwest citizens. When geologists try to predict what the West Coast will look like after the big one, they cannot draw a very accurate picture of what's to come. They are sure that there will be millions of dollars in damage, but it is impossible to know exactly what is to come after this thundering quake. They say that California is definitely going to have the most damage out of all of the states or provinces affected, whether it will be hit with a tsunami because it'll cause thousands of fires or because it'll split the land. They just don't know. Because of the terrifying evidence presented to the public, the west coast of the United States and Canada should be prepared for just about any level earthquake at any time, as the big one is coming soon.